Yo, what's up, everybody? Bob Walters, Brett Grasso, Championship Sunday. 2 games, 4 teams, 2 spots in the Super Bowl are ready to be punched. Brett, what's up? We made it. This is the last real Sunday of the football season. It's the last. It's my favorite day of football.
Yeah.
I think it's the best day of football all year.
After when we wake up on a Monday, tomorrow, it's just 2 weeks of garbage.
Yeah. And then the Super Bowl's usually like, it's a different kind of day, right? It's like it's not the regular football
we
day.
Talk about it. I think there's a couple matchups that might be a good Super Bowl. But you're right, and it's not the same. It's just not.
No, you're going to parties. You got dealing with people who don't know the football.
No, none of that. We are. Well, I'm going. You're not going to.
Yeah, I'm not going.
We got a party at Gordy's. So yeah, it's like that. But I like that stuff a little bit. But the problem is, I do watch the game. The other people don't. But I will sit on the couch and I watch the game and enjoy the game and.
Yeah, you're buying boxes because the guy who's having the party, McGordy, our friend, he's calling around people looking 50-cent boxes at 4:00 in the afternoon on Super Bowl Sunday.
Me and Ryan Vasey used to do that too, and even still will to a certain point. But I don't go seek out we did a big box 2 years ago.
Yeah, but 500 or something, right?
$500 or whatever it was. But and I would do one like that. But other than that, I would rather, if I'm going to put $500 down, I'd rather bet whatever I think
I hate the boxes. But remember last year when we were going to rig the boxes?
Then $500 for a 1% raffle.
Yeah, 1 out of 100. Remember when we were going to rig the boxes last year and I was telling you just fill them in and we had the numbers drawn already? But we had empty boxes. I wanted to draw the numbers before the.
Oh, right. And I was like, no, that's not how this works. You got to put the names in first. You can't just start drawing numbers because it's close. We got to either buy them or.
Because it is the same chance. It is the same chance. It's just I'm the human factor because I'm writing their name in the box.
Because then after you can choose.
Who gets the good box?
You're 100% right if you were 100% taking all of those boxes no matter what. Then it doesn't really matter.
Yes.
But if there's a chance that someone's like, can I get 4 boxes? Right after, you're going to know if it's a good box or not.
And I'm going to put myself in a better box. You're right. No, you're right.
It's not going to be 7 for Bob. 2
9. 2 and 9.
Yeah.
7 and 7. You know what? A lot of times those 7 and 0 and 7 and 7 don't come up.
But that's it. But that's the karma section where you think you just helped and you just took yourself out of like 10 grand.
Listen, I won $1,000. I won $1,000 on one. I forget what Super Bowl it was, but it was the one where I think where Gordy had a Super Bowl party and the guy took a safety. The punter took a safety on himself at the end of the game, running around the end zone. And I was like, oh my God. And I remember before the 4th down, I was like, the right play here is to take the safety. And because I'm like, that's the right play, right? You take safety, you kick it deep with 8 seconds left or whatever it was. You take the safety. That's the right play. And they were all like, no, I don't know. I'm like,
do you know the first time I hit a Super Bowl box and it was my first burn into this is gambling's good. You know what I mean? And I can tell you, and you know how I won that box and I was like, oh, if this happens, I win the box. And I'm young, and I'll tell you right now, Giants Super Bowl, Norwood missing the kick.
Oh, really? You won on the miss?
Yeah, to win the box. I was like, he misses it, I win. And I lose I could care less about the Giants winning the Super Bowl at that point or losing it even. It was not like a rivalry like that with Jets and Giants.
No.
And I care less about the Bills and all that. All I care about was the Jets. But he missed that kick, man, and it was all on. And since then, how much does it cost me?
Yeah. No, I looked the other day. I'm down in the FanDuel pretty good.
Luckily, not much.
$1,000 though. In
Bob, if you go back and listen to our episodes of whatever, it's we're a $50 a week.
And I don't bet more than $50 because I can't enjoy it.
No,
I don't even enjoy it if it's more than $50.
Right, and it's just there isn't anything to it. This isn't about and we make bets that could hit something decent a lot of times.
Yeah,
we're not stupid. So, but then we just make stupid bets.
The roadcaster, for fun. The roadcaster that you do your show off of, right there in front of you, was bought by a hockey bet that I made a pick the correct score. I bet $5 and I won $800, and I was like, bought the road.
But I think that's where it's fun. There are times where, and not in that one specifically, but all of a sudden you're watching a game and you're like, oh, dude, I'm putting money on this because I think they're going to come back. And
when they come back,
you're
nice.
That's good. That's when you do that. That's the only time where I'm like, and then you think tomorrow you're going to light it up.
Yeah.
Like, like, I got
this. Is easy. My whole problem is I make these. I don't want to win $25 off my 50. I'm like, no, let me add some more things to make it 300.
Yeah.
And then I lose.
No. Like they'll be like, it's the Patriots, and if $100 and Tom Brady, and you're guaranteed to win the Super Bowl, you'll get 100 back. I would be like, no, I will put Tom Brady 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And he runs for 1 in the fourth quarter.
And then give me
I can't help it.
Wait, if they play the Lions, who were 0-16 last year, I get 10,000.
But our brains can't comprehend that.
That you really just get free $25. What's the big deal?
Bet. The only bet win was the first. The only person winning money in the whole town was the guy who made the regular straight bet.
Yeah. So we got 2 games today. Right. The big thing is obviously Bo Nix out, hurt, broke his ankle. The poor guy. I mean, the poor guy breaks his ankle when he's taking a knee.
This is what we talked about.
To set up a field goal.
I said, Bob, it's something we're not thinking about. Someone who gets injured, something that says, oh, no problem, we made it, but we have no chance. And it's the team who has that backup that's going to be the team that does it. And we said when we talked about it, I said it was more of a Brock Purdy, Mac Jones situation, or who's the guy
Justin
behind
Fields, you? Or Hostetler.
Bob, there it is. And but it really is that, some of these teams are good and really good, but if you take away that one guy, and Patrick Mahomes is that guy, and all these.
It's the quarterback. The quarterback's that guy.
No, you're right, but there's certain teams you can plug in and get certain things done. You're a run-based team. You're a defensive team. Like
they were defensive.
Watch the Vikings. The Vikings were that team last year, and you look and they had J.J. McCarthy as this guy, but no, we have Kirk Cousins. The Falcons have been that team the last 2 years. Look, no, we have Michael Penix Jr.
But that team this year is Seattle. Seattle's that team. They got Darnold, right? Seattle's because Bo Nix is better than Darnold.
No, you're very right. But they didn't have that total backup that is ready. You bank it all on the kid. And when you have a running quarterback like Jackson Dart with the concussions, or Bo Nix doing what he does, it's going to happen. Like, know it every season. And your whole playoffs are riding on him not rolling an ankle. Like, that's a little much. Like, the whole season teams aren't that way.
But it's the quarterbacks, though. Like, look at the Jets. Jets season ended the day Rodgers went down.
Look back in history and you go, no, when Tom Brady goes down, he made other guys. The system created Jimmy Garoppolo. The system created these other quarterbacks who nobody else would have ever had a chance. They weren't great. They just learned that they were capable over these good systems. And so I see, like,
I think Denver's all right. I think they can be all right.
But like, the Giants are smart. The Giants are that perfect team. Jackson Dart, no problem. We'll bring in Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson's actually not a bad idea, but not that that's going to keep happening. But you know what I mean? Like,
who was the Jets? The Jets backup that the Giants had. What's his face? The Jets backup this year. He's a good backup. He just gets hurt all the time.
Great. They both do. So they're both going to get hurt. Justin Fields is going to get hurt. Tyrod's going to get hurt. That was their plan this year. But the difference is they both suck.
Yeah. No, Tyrod Taylor's good. He's a good backup. He's a professional quarterback.
He sucks because he gets hurt.
Yeah.
Justin Fields sucks because he sucks.
Yeah. But now, so I think Denver, I think New England, even though they won these 2 games pretty much going away, I think New England is fumbling. They're putting the ball on the ground. They're turning it over. Drake May himself has fumbled 6 times in 2 games. He lost 3 of them.
It's all over.
And Vrabel is obviously going to be focusing on that with them. But, he's still a kid, Drake May. And I also think you put that with Sean Payton, who's going to script the first 20 plays, right? He knows that this guy can't run like Bo Nix, so he's going to call a lot of slants, a lot of short passes. He's going to do the run to try and set up a play action to give him an extra second in the pocket.
Tick balls, picks, waiting an extra second. Not really reading the blind side. He's going to have a heck of a day over there, and he's in trouble. If he can step up and run on these third downs and make something happen with his legs, he's got a fighter's chance. But I'm sorry.
No, he can't. He can't make something happen with his legs, from what I've read.
I know, but I'm just talking about 3 yards to make it not be a 6-yard sack, or just enough to move over till the guy gets open. It's not going to be about the crispness, about these perfect timing. It's going to be about the scramble for him today. And if he doesn't get that going, I'm telling you, and not at him running, it's going to be about scrambling. The guy gets open. Can I make a connection?
I think Denver's a defensive team, right? They're a defensive team, so the defense can win it. If they can keep this thing, it's going to be 3 degrees. It's going to be freezing in Denver. No snow or anything, but it's going to be freezing. If they can keep it low scoring, right? If they stick it in the end zone on that first drive, they take a lead. The crowd gets into them. Simeon, not Simeon.
Stidham.
Stenham I can't even. I don't even know his name, right?
Yeah.
Stenham kind of calms down. He's got a 7-0 lead.
Hope.
They turned them over a little bit. I think if Denver wins, it's like 17-13, something like that. Peyton's coming up with something, a fake field goal, a fake punt. He's a brilliant offensive coach.
No, it's going to be that. It's going to be a special teams return. It's going to be. We watched it last week. Immediate return by Seattle. Or whatever.
That game was
change. No, but these games make it where you're not capable of getting in this game, buddy. And that's what I think is going to happen against the Broncos.
That's how New England's going to win, yes.
You have to realize New England won their games with Drake May having some of the worst games of his career so far.
When was the last time you saw a quarterback fumble?
We've watched Drake May in the majority of the season. Let me tell you, the more guys aren't lying when you see it repetitive and over and over and over in the same thing, and he's playing so well every week. You're going to get a much more calmer. He knows he's not facing Bo Nix now. He's facing some less guy. He knows he's got the defense. He knows what he's got for him. His playoff legs are going to be under him. Now, you're right. You look and you go,
he has more fumbles than anybody in the league. More fumbles, 19 and fumbles, more fumbles than anybody in the league.
That's because he's out there trying to make more things happen. That's what happens. The guys who make things happen cause more errors. The Josh Allens, the Patrick Mahomes, they're going to make those plays. There's a reason why they're there. You know why? It's their defense. No, it's Drake May also. That guy who's throwing crazy passes to spots that no rookie should have any business doing, and having connections with guys that he hasn't even known long enough. And something Mike Vrabel's done is absolutely, taken over. And so I hate the Patriots. I don't want them to win anything. They're going to win this game 31-20.
All right. Hey, we'll see. 31-20. Hey, I mean, I don't know if they give up 31 points, they're going to win because no, the Broncos can't score 30. I'll tell you that much. They're not going to score 30.
I don't think they can score 20.
Patriots score 30, they're going to win. But if they could keep it low scoring, if they could get, and it's important for them to get a lead, right? Because it can't be 10-0 New England with 7 minutes left in the first quarter.
You need to have them punt on the first, if not second drive, and maybe a field goal on the other, and then you're in good shape. You can give up a field goal,
field goal, okay,
no touch. No, it's fine.
And I think Denver, if Denver, it's okay. And I never say this. It's okay for Denver to get into the red zone and get threes, right? It's okay because your defense is going to have to win this game if you're going to win anyway. You can't come up empty when you get the ball down in the 15-yard line of New England. You get a three and you're okay.
And the more you do and the closer you get and the more you keep putting that into those tight situations as the defense gets compressed into those inside the 20 and you put it in Stidham's hands, the more chance. You can't just run the ball down someone's throat when you're at the 17-yard line. You can, and not when they know you don't have a quarterback that's capable or can scramble.
Because they're going to put 8-9 in the box.
So that's when you get the tipped balls, the insides, and then even if you get to the 2-yard line, you still don't know if you can put it in. It's that hard. So I agree. I think it's like getting that field goal range. Don't push it. Get your field goals. But if you go down 14-0, you're now stuck. You can't even start running the ball. You got to start throwing it. You're behind.
They're going to pin their ears back and come after your quarterback.
Fourth downs on the 45 on your own side. So the game is all dependent on, if they can keep that from becoming a 10 or more point lead early. Yeah. And if it doesn't, this game's going to get out of hand one way or the other.
New England's a 3.5 point favorite in the game. You said 31-20. You think they cover. The over-under is 43. So you got it under in New England. Right? You're right there. You're right there.
No. I'm over in New England. 43. So I'm at 51. And so,
you're at 51. You're right.
No, and that's not far off. That's just a one touchdown at the end. That's
the math on this. We do the worst math on this.
No, well,
I had you at 41.
I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this we business. First of all,
I got a couple examples when you were wrong with the math too.
No doubt. But we're talking about adding.
But I have more. I was never gonna.
Let's not get into that. Mine was Pythagorean theorem. But anyway.
I got Lori Scahill on my Facebook here. She watches this and she, that's her fault. That's all you.
Yeah, it is our fault. We couldn't pay attention to math in that class. Are you out of your mind?
No, you're right. Don't get us in trouble, Fred. And then we're
children.
And then we got St. Louis. No, we were men, Brett. We were men. In 10th grade,
Yeah,
10th,
right.
11th.
Bob, I was showing somebody our pictures. We were little boys and we were like 22.
I know. So then
true.
the next game, the 6th. First of all, why can't we do 1 and 4? Because with these games, you could have 2 1 o'clock games, really, right? Because you have in 4 o'clock game here out west is going to be a 1 o'clock game. The NFL is 1 o'clock. Don't do this 3:30, 6 or 6 and 3 and 6:30.
You think that you think that the AFC Championship people should be waking up and playing that game at
1 o'clock,
10 a.m. 10
No, it's not
a.m.
gonna be at
on
10
the West
a.m.
Coast. 10
No,
a.m.
the West Coast. No, that's
Hawaiian
obviously the 4 o'clock
Americans-
game.
Hawaiian Americans.
It would be noon. It would be noon in Denver, right? It would be noon. They play
What?
noon games all year. If it was a 1 o'clock game here, they play noon games all year. They don't have 1 and 4 in Denver.
They don't split them Saturday, Sunday, prime time, which will be coming in the next few years. Amazon,
Yeah.
Netflix. You're out of your mind.
Maybe.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
but
be 8 o'clock Saturday, Sunday coming soon enough.
I
Just
saw it,
watch.
but these guys are used to like Denver. First of all, they don't play any 1 o'clock games at home. They play noon games at home, right? Because it's 1 o'clock
you-
here.
Bob, this is you don't understand, and we're getting there.
No, I
but
get that
this
it's
is
money
you
and
need
it's-
to put. No, you're wrong. You got to put like this is the old man hour. Like all of a sudden you like you
I know.
you pull up your I don't want to
No, but
change.
the NFL
like,
is
you're
1
wrong.
o'clock on Sunday. That's the NFL, right? As far as I'm concerned, the NFL is 1 o'clock
that's
on
not-
Sunday.
I don't believe that for prime time. I do like I think there's more of a you're supposed to be watching those pregame shows all day. You're supposed to be getting into it, Pop. It can't be like a good morning. Oh no, I'm already halfway through the
When
first
is
quarter.
it like that? Every Sunday. They play like that every week, 1 o'clock.
No,
It's not,
because
we're not
nobody cares.
This
No.
is changing it. They don't play any 3 o'clock games. They don't play any 6 o'clock games.
Okay, Bob. No, Bob, that's great. You want us to play the AFC
I want 1 o'clock,
Championship
yeah.
game
A whole
at
life it was played that way,
noon,
Brett.
Like
A whole
it's
life.
an Army-Navy game.
A
and we
whole
all gotta
life.
wake up. No.
Our whole life it was 1 and 4 o'clock for the championship games.
I'm steadfast that I honestly believe they should both be prime time and not even be staggered 3-6.
I hate that. I hate that.
8-8.
You're right.
8-8.
You're right. Because it's coming.
It's happening.
And that's
It
not a
is
bad
happening.
idea. If I was the businessman in this,
And-
I'd
and whatever
agree.
that-
But
and-
I
and
hate
whatever,
that.
Whatever
the 8 o'clock
subscription
games.
service you have, Bob, you're going to need the other one too because it ain't going to be on the same one. So,
Well, I remember I told you I went down to, I still say I was at Spectrum and I go, well, I just got to pay the Cablevision bill, right? That's another old man thing. So I'm at Spectrum. I gave me the sports package, lowered my thing about $150, right? The other night I flip on, go to watch the Knicks. Where's MSG? And he told me I bought the sports package. I don't have MSG. Oh, let me see if I have SNY. I don't have SNY. They don't even have channels anymore, Brett. The numbers aren't even there. So I'm like, I know it's 26. I know it's 26. I know 27 is MSG. The numbers aren't even there, Brett. I'm like, now I'm real. Like, that's an old man thing. Now I got to go back, tell this guy because he screwed me. Because I go, Mets, Knicks, Rangers, those are the channels I need. I go, I don't need anything else. And I had everything. You name it, I had it.
Yeah.
HBO's, hundreds of them. Showtime's, hundreds of them.
No,
and
but
he
that's
gave me a
what I don't
sports
want.
pack. What kind of sports package does have MSG and SNY? I get
no,
tennis
they know
channel.
what they're doing, and that's why it's give me the basics of all basics. Righty, you go back with the give me the. You don't want the HBOs. You want the show. Bob,
No,
you
I don't want
it's
it.
not
I don't
even
want
worth it. No, you go. I want the basics of all basics, and here's the add-ons. And you go. I want my SNY and I want my MSG.
But I made
and
that
you know what?
specific to him.
No,
I said,
but
I
you
need the
turn-
Knicks and the
you-
Rangers.
You get a little Bob. The key to all this isn't those two. The key is you get a little Bravo for the wife. You got a little
That's
Bravo
fine.
for the wife.
My wife, they watch streaming stuff. They watch
a little Disney.
Netflix and
You
all that
got
other
Disney,
stuff. Disney,
Bravo,
we got Disney. I have to have Disney.
SNY, and you guys can
But
take the rest
Disney
and be
comes
like,
with ESPN
Tell him you're cutting
because
the
it's
cords, Bob. You're good. You got
I know.
this.
Yeah, but I went already. I went down $150,
Oh.
Brett, and I got nothing. And I'm going back now. And you know what? And you know why I thought it was shady the whole time? Because I went in there to get a remote. Okay, I lost my remote. Can't find it. Went in there to just get a remote. Give me another remote. I ended up
physically lost the remote at your place.
Yeah, and I ended up going back to the place
Bethany
4 times
out the window.
4 days in a row.
Bethany out the
I don't
window?
know. 4 days in a row. I'm now at Spectrum because I got to return the modem. I got to return the box.
Oh my
The guy couldn't
God,
believe the
you're
boxes we had, Brett. We had like 10-year-old boxes. The box I have now is like this big, and it's like I'm like, oh my God. There's no numbers. There's no channels. It's all internet. They
Listen.
try to make it look like streaming.
We gotta get you back up to
Yeah,
speed.
I'm
This
not
is
like the
we
fact
gotta
that
get
they're able to
you
even
back.
do this show is outrageous. Guy told me that I'll give you better internet. The internet sucks.
No, you know what happened. You know what happened over the last 4 years. All you can do is the show.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean, I couldn't believe it. And it doesn't even go to the screen, right? MSG and say you don't have this. It's just there is no channel 27.
Yeah.
I hit 27 and it goes nothing, and nothing goes back to what I was just. Oh, it's terrible. So anyway, the other game, the Rams. I think the Rams are the best team left out of the four. I think Stafford's the best player left out of the four teams. I think Puka Nacua is just out of his mind this year making these catches. And I think Seattle, now the Rams have, they didn't win the division because they blew a 21-point lead in the fourth quarter in Seattle. The other games that the Rams have lost, they had no business losing. They could very well have been 14-2, 15-1. With the games they lost, they had no business losing. They blew leads. I know Seattle's got a good defense. I know the game's at home. I think the Rams are better. I think they win. They're not going to blow another 20-point fourth quarter lead. They were 20 points better than Seattle in the first three quarters.
I entirely agree. I've seen enough of Sam Darnold in my life to know he can't keep putting together consecutive things. A lot of him playing well is so much like it always is with the defense putting up 3 and outs on the other side, and you keep going out there, and your numbers are good because you're constantly out there, and you have a guy like Zach Charbonnet who's having a career year, and you look over and you have, Jonathan Smith-Njigba, and you have all these other guys that have, but all of a sudden you play another team that lights it up more than you, and that defense doesn't keep them on the field, and your opportunities are cut in half.
Yeah.
Maybe a third, maybe a quarter. And you realize that defense gets to you and you throw one bad pick early and you're seeing ghosts. And let me tell you, we get there. We've seen it this season. And he's come back from it.
I've seen the Rams win games they shouldn't have won. I've seen the Rams lose games they had no business losing, and I've seen the Seahawks win games they had no business winning. One of them against the Rams, the other one against the Colts. They kicked 6 field goals.
And I truly believe, and the Rams have just come to their point where they're healthy enough, and Devontae Adams is in his spot, and all the other stuff.
They might roll through these 2 games.
I believe that. The same thing is going on. And I believe, how much the same is going on is like the Patriots and Broncos. I'm saying the exact same score for both games, 31-20.
Well, 31-20 is not a bad score.
Both games, put those back, double down, parlay correct score. You guys can buy yourself a new house.
I'm going to say 34-24. So you got the 4s. You got the 4s in the boxes. You're in good shape.
Right
you got
on.
The 4s in the boxes. You're in good shape.
I think the kickers, Bob. Here we go. We're gonna make it either because it's gonna be real time. Those kickers missed those 2 field goals. You're saying, and I get mine score.
Okay. Listen, it might happen. So you got 31-20 in both games. 11 points. Yeah. So none of us, me, you, Mark Mincy, none of us are having it. The best of the football playoffs are over.
Yeah. Can't wait until we're wrong next week. Talk all about it.
So we're talking about Stidham winning a Super Bowl MVP, played 2 games all season.
Like this.
All right, so that's it, Brett. Next time we talk, we'll have a Super Bowl matchup. We'll have everything set.
Yeah.
That's it. Enjoy the games. Stay
ready.
Stay inside,
Snow.
right?
Shovel it out.
Yeah,
shovel
we got
it out.
No, I'm in New York City, bro. We got Mandami. Mandami's doing it.
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. You got magic. You have magic dust, and it just goes
away. Free. It's all free.
No, it's good. Yeah, no, magic dust is free. That's lucky. But no, you get B all bundled up. And you bring her out.
I just got an evil look from the door right here because they're trying to get her out. She's been talking about going out there to build Daddy Olaf for the last 2 weeks.
I got text looking for time to go in the snow. We got to get out of here.
I got to build Olaf, Brett. I got to somehow build Olaf outside in front of my house.
I do too. So
good luck with that. All right, that's it. Enjoy the games, everybody. For Brett Grasso, I'm Bob Walters from the Brian Gunzel Studios. See you. Hey, what's up, everybody? Bob Walters here. We're not completely done. We had to tape that, and to all your comments, hilarious about the cable thing, and everybody, we couldn't comment on them because we did tape it this morning, so it's not live, but we did. We also had an interview with Mark Mancini, XM Radio, so we're going to put that on right now for you. It should take you right up to kickoff. Enjoy the games, everybody, and we'll talk to you. I'll talk to you. Don't forget, check us out on TikTok. I will be on probably second half. We'll be streaming the game for you guys. So if you're at work or you have something to do or you're away from a computer or a television, you need to watch the games. Check us out on TikTok, probably second half and most of the second game. So we will have that for you right now. Mark of XM Radio is here. He joined us earlier today to talk about the news around the NFL and also the the two championship games today. So happy Championship Sunday, everybody. And here is Mark Mancini of XM Radio. This should be it right here. One. All right, so now it's time for our weekly spot with Mr. Mark Mancini, XM Radio. Mark, Championship Sunday. How you doing?
Well, I'll tell you guys are freezing your asses back
freezing
in the Northeast.
Oh, so
and
bad.
I'm wearing a Wichita State soccer, shocker thing out here in California, where it's probably going to hit about 70.
Oh, you're the worst. I always forget you're out there. I was about to be like, man, must suck in Pennsylvania.
No,
He's out. Yeah, I always forget. I'm like,
and
oh,
Mark
man,
doesn't appreciate
Cali,
it.
We're dying.
He doesn't deserve it because he doesn't appreciate it.
Hey, you got, I got a brother-in-law in New Hampshire, man, and you know what? This guy is freezing his ass off out there. I think it's -2.
That's nice up there, though. That's what you want to be. That
my mom lived in New Hampshire. New Hampshire's the middle of nowhere. The whole state's the middle of nowhere.
No, but you go there midsummer,
crap, and then coming back, and then you're shoveling more, and it's like, oh my god.
Oh yeah,
no
way.
You know what you guys need to do back there is just hibernate for the winter and come out like a bear.
yeah. No, it's bad. We're getting like 12 to 18 inches of snow here. We're getting slaughtered with this storm.
It's light though. I already shoveled it. It's like powder, so you can just go out there and I just move it around. And you're done.
There's 3 inches on the. There's 3 inches on the ground now. Oh no, you guys got more out there, Brett, than we did.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah, let me call you 3 hours.
3 inches on the ground. All right, so Mark, we'll go around the NFL with you here for a minute first, and your Steelers, they made a hire. I'm surprised they even know how to hire coaches because it's so long in between. When they hire coaches, they got Mike McCarthy. Tell us what you think about the pick and the coach and how they do.
He's a pick guy, so you keep it in house first of all, And McCarthy won in Green Bay, kind of stumbled a little there in Dallas with Jones over his back, but I think he's going to do a good in Pittsburgh. It'll keep Aaron Rodgers there for another year to stop.
Is that for sure? Is that what you really? Is that what you want?
I think that'll bring him back for a year, and then you're going to have to draft a quarterback. To keep it. They've only had really 2 in Pittsburgh. When you look at Roethlisberger and Bradshaw.
Kenny Pickett?
Neil O'Donnell? Neil O'Donnell? You don't count Neil O'Donnell?
Kenny Pickett.
Neil O'Donnell was part of the Dallas Cowboys when he threw that pick.
Justin Fields, Russell Wilson era. That was like a whole vibe you guys had going on over there.
Cordell Stewart /
playoff teams. I can guarantee you this. Playoff teams, all of them.
We you know what? We should do a segment on who's eating up the most contracts. I think Denver's eating up, $85 million on Russell Wilson?
That's a rough one.
So are the Giants going to be? He's not going to be on the Giants.
Yeah.
Miami's going to eat up $90 million on Tua. And I'll tell you right now, the Dodgers are going to eat up that $60 million on Edwin Gas Can Diaz.
Ooh, I like that one. We like that.
Yeah, the Raiders are paying coaches $70 million still. They're still paying Gruden.
Yeah, we just need to wait for Edwin Diaz to blow it versus the Mets in about Game 7. That's all I need for my life to be complete.
Mark, stop saying. Oh yeah, you want that, right? You want that because you are a Dodger hater. Now, what did you think? What did you guys both of you? Question for both of you. What did you think about Phillip Rivers interviewing for the Bills?
Oh, I like it.
I think it's too early for him, but go ahead.
No, it's not.
No,
it's a story.
I think, when you look at guys coming in and. I understand Vrabel, had to get a little experience before he went to Tennessee, but you come in with them 4 H's that he throws around there, the hope, the heartbreaks, all the things. If you look it up, man, it's pretty amazing. It's a team, they foster a tight-knit culture there, and I think Phillip Rivers could do that same thing in Buffalo. Now we're hearing McDermott going down to Tampa maybe, and unbelievable. But
who do you? Yeah, it's a tough choice. Though,
Rivers has never coached.
Who's front runner for Buffalo's got to be Brian Dable, right?
Hey, let me tell you.
No, Dable got a job already. Dable got a job.
Where's Dable?
Where's
Dable?
I know they put an emphasis on they haven't done this, they haven't done that. Eric Spoelstra wasn't a coach. Pat Riley gave him a chance.
You're right.
I looked at the news this morning. God bless this lady. She was on TikTok doing a jingle for Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper picked it up and gave her $2 million. So, hey, anything's possible, man.
Wow.
Not the Jets making the playoffs, though. Well, not everything. Like, you're getting a little crazy.
Well, that's a bad.
Here.
You know what? That's a bad organization, man.
Oh, the Jets, disaster.
No, but we do that well, so you can't say that. We do
they're good at being bad. They're good at being bad.
Good. We got this.
Unbelievable.
Like, it's not even.
I just think
they got to get.
I just think
Harrelson's going to get Woody.
Go ahead. I think it's hard with Rivers. Rivers is coaching a high school team, right? You never heard about Rivers, Phillip Rivers being a candidate.
You can't make that
you never heard about him being a candidate for jobs, right? So what did he do? He came in, he took a crash course in 3 weeks while being the quarterback for the Colts, and now all of a sudden he's and the Bills job. That's a job where you're stepping in and you can win the Super Bowl next year.
He didn't win a single game when he came back.
Yeah, I know, because he was practicing being a coach.
Talking like it's the greatest comeback story of all time. The guy didn't win a single game. They win two. They're in.
People emphasize the thing on norms. The hell with that. Let's throw that out and give people.
I like that.
You know, it's like in anything. You know, our show is the bar, and then we turn on some sports shows.
Yes.
We're going
straight
around
garbage.
Thinking, how do these two idiots get paid?
But that's exactly what me and Bob said in a segment we've had over a couple weeks, where I think that you should bring in two hungry mid-grade coaching candidates that are good, like the tutelage of other guys. Bring them both in. You're both our head coach this year. Fight it out, boys. Fight it out.
He wants a competition in preseason.
Competition of coaches. And one of you gets demoted, and you could eventually we're bringing up the other guy if it ain't working out.
Well,
you're not fired.
You know, it's like it's hiring people. You look for guys that have the positive attitude. They're exuberant. They it's a team first mentality. I don't care how much experience they have. I'm going to hire that guy.
And you're getting value. The truth is you're getting severe value out of any coach that comes in and coaches the Jets this year, but coached them for like $50. That was the greatest value because Aaron Glenn couldn't do it for $5 million. And you go look and you go, I could have done it.
But also
probably So
okay.
but it's a tough go. Like being a coach again.
But also, a lot of times you get a coach that, right? Let's say he comes in, he does bad, right? He loses, the Bills are terrible, they miss players, he gets fired. A lot of times these guys don't get a second chance.
Well, here the flip side of that is if you take the $50 and take the Jets job, you can still keep your part-time job at Jimmy John's.
Yeah.
That's smart. You just Uber back and forth to the stadium. You got a whole rigged system.
And he's got his kids. He's got his kids back in some high school in California writing reference letters during seventh period for him to get to the Bills. So what do you think about today's games? Let's start with the Patriots.
I think the Patriots. They're a well-oiled machine. I think what you're going to bank on Denver is to keep that defense, in the game. They can be worn down, and this backup quarterback, he's going to have to do some throwing. I know it's going to be, minimal, but they're New England's tough, man. New England
is this going to be one of those situations where it takes him 2 quarters to get his feet from under him, and it's too late? Is that what's going to happen? Like he might get it together and have a better game, or is he going to actually come out and be and put up something that's or I just don't know. I don't think he can handle New England's defense.
I don't think he can either, and I think May is just going to single-handedly pick apart that Denver defense. Josh Allen did it.
But he did, but he didn't. They were also all over Josh Allen all day. He was running all over the place.
But here's the thing, Bob. If you're asking a team to play pretty much the whole game rely on their defense, that's going to be tough there. I mean,
Yeah.
Now, if you had Bo Nix, it'd be a different ball game. But without Bo Nix there,
Patriots have fumbled. May himself has put the ball on the ground 6 times.
But defenses only play well when you're not stuck on the field the whole time. When you have a Bo Nix that keeps extending drives, when you're running the ball, when you're having these things, all of a sudden you're on the field for only this long, and that's great. But in Denver, when all of a sudden it goes 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, you're down 14-0, you're back on the field, you're huffing and puffing, and you're not even at halftime yet. That's the moment. If Stidham isn't stepping up and making throws, this game's going to get
They can't fall behind 14-0. You're right about that. They fall behind 14-0, it's over.
That being said, you turn around to one fumble the other way, and you're good.
Houston had a defense, and you saw what happened in that game. New England just simply wore them down in the second half.
Yeah, and you know what? That's a good point because Houston, you can kind of compare the quarterbacks in those two games, right? Because you don't know what Stidham's going to get. He hasn't thrown a pass in 2 years. But if they're going to be in it, watch for Peyton. Peyton's going to throw a lot of slants, a lot of quick passes. He's brilliant with the fake punts or throw a fake punt in there.
No, big time. You're going to get a lot of that, but that's going to be so much more expected.
And the first 15 plays are scripted.
But how do the truth is maybe they are running those plays a lot because who has Stidham been going against all year? You know who he's been playing?
Yeah, the defense.
Denver's number one defense. That's who he's been playing. You know, I know it's not the same, and I know it's not whatever, but it's not like it's one thing when you're a crappy quarterback on the Jets and you're going against a bad defense. Now you're not even practicing versus anything good. But the guy's at least in a good system with a good coach. He's watched all year what works for them. You know, I'm very worried about his brain.
This is his shot.
This is it. Slow down for those first few series, and by the time his brain slows down, it's over.
Or maybe he's just or maybe he's just too dumb to realize how big this is. He goes in there because if he wins two games,
he looked
right?
shook in the press conference, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean his whole life changes, right? He's got a chance of a lifetime in front of him.
You're very right. You're very right. Like,
no, what about the other game, Mark? Good. The other game, you said Rams. I think the Rams too.
I think really this is going to be the blowout. I think the Rams are just going to. Wow.
I somewhat agree.
Yeah, the Darnold, you're asking for a lot. Charbonnet's out. Seattle's playing at home, the 12th man and everything. But if you watch the Rams, they'll wear you down too. And the experience. The last time Stafford was in Seattle was the regular season, so they pretty much gave Seattle the division. In games.
And they blew a 31-14 fourth quarter lead.
That's true. You can do it.
Look at Stafford. Stafford picked apart that defense. He threw like 450 yards.
Yeah, that's exactly what he threw for. I think like 450 and like 4 or 5 touchdowns.
Is that the parlay of the day? Like both games to be won by like 13 plus, 12 plus. Let's make it 12 and a half.
No, I'm picking Denver to cover the spread.
No, Bob. We're talking about really making money, not just making bad bets here.
I would think.
Let's get on this.
You know, it's hard for the road dogs to win on the road in the playoff games. You're going against Denver and Seattle, 2 number 1 seeds. But I'm going to roll the dice. I like the Rams and Patriots.
Yeah.
We've seen that Super Bowl
double
before.
Road dog parlay. Lock it up.
What's the best Super Bowl? What's the most competitive Super Bowl that we could get?
Oh, you'd have to go back to the Steelers.
No, I'm talking about out of these 4 teams.
I would say the Rams, Patriots.
Rams, Patriots all day. Bob, I've been calling this since the beginning of this whole season. We've been talking about this since May came up.
Have you? Have you said Rams, Patriots all season?
No, once May came up, not all season. But once May came to that, I said the Patriots, the sleeper.
I figured before the playoffs started, be the Rams, but I had Buffalo in there. Maybe
I had Buffalo.
Conspiracy theory to get.
I was anti-Buffalo. I said one and done.
But Brett was also saying that Allen's ready. He's tendencies to turn the ball over a lot. And then I threw a graphic up there that he hasn't turned it over in record 6 games. You did crush it though.
The people in Pittsburgh don't want this because that would break the tie with the Steelers. I would imagine.
Give the Patriots the most. Yeah. They got 6, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's a guy. I didn't even think of that. I didn't even think of that.
We're looking for a playoff berth over here in New York.
Yeah,
please. Come on, guys.
So Mark, Mark, me and Brett will do ours in a little while. Mark, give me your scores of the game. I'm writing them down. We're gonna see who's best.
I don't even have them.
I see it's 35-17 Rams over Seattle. Okay. And I think the other one's gonna be 30-13 Patriots over Denver.
Ooh, that's a pretty lopsided day that we got coming up down here, Dave. You're right. So, all right. Mark Mancini. Mark, next time we see you next Sunday, we'll have our Super Bowl set.
Next Sunday, baby.
And you're 2 weeks away from being allowed to talk about the Penguins.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey.
Here it is.
When we talk next Sunday, guys.
Hockey minute.
Circle the wagons the night before. I think the Rangers are in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, the Rangers already threw up the white flag. It was like 2 weeks ago. Drury's like, no, not this year, not this year.
I saw they're still trying to find their way to California because the road trip out here was a disaster.
Mark, real quick, I had a couple years ago when we first started this show, very second episode ever. I had bought tickets to go see the NCAA tournament in Pittsburgh, right? It was like the regionals in Pittsburgh. I ended up, I didn't go. I couldn't go. I sold the tickets, forgot about it. I got a letter this week or 2 weeks ago from Ticketmaster saying, you have till February 8th to pick up your money. You never picked up your money. We owe you $200-something. And I was like, oh, great. Wow. I was like, but Brett, I still haven't sent it back.
Well, that's why you're
I said, I was like, I got all this money. I go, you didn't return the thing, did you? You're probably not going to.
It's right here on my desk. It's still right.
Real fast. You guys would probably know this. Top Yelp restaurants across the country. There were two in the top 5 in Los Angeles. The number 1 is the Italian restaurant Siami.
Okay.
Siami or something.
Ciao.
In New York. Yeah. Top Italian restaurant in the whole country.
What is it? That's the one?
That's the one in New York, right? Yeah. Well, listen, we got best everything here.
They got it out there. You guys got
5 minutes from Times Square.
You guys got the French Laundry out there with Thomas Keller. You guys got some high-end stuff.
Chinese food, I'll tell you that.
Yes. Anyway, when I moved to Florida, I ordered lo mein and it was spaghetti.
No good.
So before I let you go, whenever I talk to somebody from Chicago, best people, best restaurants, worst weather. In New York, it's best restaurants, man. But the worst sports teams.
You know where I eat more than anywhere else, Brett? You know, Mark, you know where I eat more than anywhere else, Brett? Tell him. McDonald's.
Nailed it.
Mark Mancini, everybody. Mark, we'll talk to you next week.
Next week.
See ya.
Later, brother.
Peace.
Thank you. Mark Mancini. Let me just get this thing out of the way here. Thanks for watching, everybody. You get 2 C's today because we had to kind of piece this thing together with pre-recording and everything. Thank you to everybody. And I agree. Who's this guy right here? Let me get his name right in the chat. Hung Ho Lee. I agree. I think the Broncos figure this thing out. Somehow grind out a win, a late field goal, maybe even a field goal at the gun to get the Patriots turn the ball over. I think that's going to be that's the one. That's going to be the surprise today, and I think the Rams are just a better team. I think they go ahead and they win the game handily, 10 points, maybe even a little bit more, something like that. But hey, it's going to be fun. We are just 3 minutes away from kick in Denver between the Patriots and the Broncos, and then after that, you got the NFC Championship game in Seattle with the 12th man, the raucous crowd, everything going. The weather is going to be freezing in Denver, unseasonably warm in Seattle. Going to be a good one, folks. Don't forget, hit us up on TikTok later in the day. Second half of these games, we will be streaming the games. Yours truly will be on the call, and that's about it. So, listen, have a good one, everybody. Enjoy your championship Sunday. Enjoy the last real day of football before the Super Bowl, and then we just, then you just try and make it to March Madness, right? You just try to make it to March. That's all you're trying to do is get through the doldrums of February and the regular season of the NHL and the NBA. So that does it for me. For Bob, I'm Bob Walters from the Brian Gunzel Studios. Enjoy the games, everybody. See ya.